So, you said today, as you often say, that you live in Singapore. Of what nation are you a citizen?
Singapore.
Have you ever been a member of the Chinese Communist Party?
Senator, I'm Singaporean. No.
Have you ever been associated or affiliated with the Chinese Communist Party?
No, Senator. Again, I'm Singaporean.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Globin. Have you ever used TikTok? On March 13th, the US House of Representatives passed a bill requiring ByteDance to divest TikTok, with a vote of 352 in favor and 65 against. The bill is now sent to the US Senate, awaiting the next vote. If approved, it will finally be signed into law by President Biden.
Should TikTok be banned in the US? President Biden may sign a new bill that could do just that.
So now, ByteDance have been pushed to the forefront of controversy. In today's video, I'm going to tell you who is ByteDance, what do they sell, and how they have grown into the most valuable unicorn, above OpenAI and SpaceX. Make sure to watch till the end to understand why it is so successful. Let's get started.
Its apps have threatened the dominance of Facebook and Instagram. It has even been touted as a rival to news sites such as BuzzFeed. ByteDance is arguably one of the biggest app companies in the world.
Now, many people only know TikTok, but its mother company, ByteDance, is already worth at least $268 billion. Some say it should be above 400 billion. While TikTok is only a part of this ByteDance empire. Can you believe it?
Big things have small beginnings.
Just like all the fairy tales, big things have small beginnings. Founded in 2012, with only 30 staff at that time, ByteDance already set its sight on the booming mobile internet market in China. With only a few years, it grew into a tech giant, and within a decade, more than 110,000 employees around the world. So how did ByteDance become so successful? ByteDance's rapid development in its early days was driven by both capital and talent. Starting from 2012, ByteDance received large investments from well-known investment institutions such as Sequel Capital and SoftBank, which provided sufficient financial support for its product research and development, market promotion, and other activities. At the same time, ByteDance established a sound talent management system, attracted a large number of outstanding talents to join the company. Another ByteDance standout strategy was its goal-setting framework known as OKR, Objective and Key Results, which replaced the old hierarchical system with one that encouraged open communication and collaboration. At the same time, ByteDance has implemented shorter target settings than its peers. For example, when I was working in Germany, German companies have their target setting yearly. In other Chinese companies, they often set a target every quarter. But in ByteDance, it is 2 months. Don't underestimate this 1 month's reduction. It can greatly improve the work cycle and efficiency, but also bring more work and stress. Also, for quite some time, the regular working days were 6 days a week every other week, which means that employees work the regular Monday through Friday, and then the next week they work from Monday to Saturday. This work schedule ended in mid-2021, but actually some young employees liked it because they get more pay on the weekend. But employee benefits are nice at ByteDance, including 3 free meals per day, extended lunch breaks with gym access, afternoon tea, and a typical end of workday around 7 p.m. However, it's noted that employees often leave after 9 p.m. to take advantage of the company's taxi reimbursement policy. All of these practices sound pretty much like a Chinese corporate, right? But is ByteDance so? When we look at the official website, there is only limited information about the entire company, focusing on its investors. 3 out of the 5 board of directors are actually Americans. American hedge funds, American private equity, American investors. At the same time, it is incorporated in the Cayman Islands. Interesting, right? Now you will find the product lines even more fascinating. First of all, news aggregators. This is where ByteDance started. 今日头条, launched in 2012, is a Chinese news and information content platform. What's unique at that time was its algorithm models would generate a tailored feed list of content for each user. Until today, it has more than 120 million daily active users. Globally, ByteDance tried to gain market share by acquiring local players, but wasn't really successful through Top Buzz, Daily Hunt, Babe, and News Republic. But in another vertical, ByteDance has been pretty successful. Its subsidiary, Dongchedi, founded only in August 2017, has already become the second largest online portal in China for automotive products, with 28.6 million active users. On this platform, you can find any information needed about any vehicle. Since the beginning of 2024, Dongchedi is operating as an independent company, providing greater flexibility and responsibility. In the field of digital reading platforms, ByteDance Fanqie Xiaoshuo, translated as Tomato Novel, is the market leader in China with over 175 million monthly active users, despite it was only launched in 2019. After dominating the news aggregator sector, ByteDance began to focus on the short video market in 2016 with 3 products, douyin, xigua, and huoshan, each targeting different demographics. Following their success in the domestic market, TikTok was launched in September 2017 after ByteDance acquired the video sharing startup Musical.ly. TikTok quickly became viral, capturing the attention of both the public and the US Congress. Since 2019, TikTok has been encouraging original content, supporting and incubating IP, thereby creating a batch of commercially valuable short video accounts. These accounts can monetize in various areas, such as brand collaborations, advertising, and content creation. However, this model has led to a situation where users might not receive new information, as the algorithm tends to push similar content based on big data analysis and making users addicted to it. Now, it didn't stop there. Leveraging TikTok's 1 billion monthly active users around the globe, they expanded to many industries, such as opening the TikTok shop. And according to industry estimates, it has already reached 15 to 20 billion US dollar GMV in 2023 and targeting 40 to 50 billion in 2024. That impact was so huge and rapid, even the Indonesia government had to ban the commerce platform to protect local business owners. Today, ByteDance is the global leader in short videos, both in China and globally. With hundreds of millions of users, TikTok holds a considerable amount of data information, including personal information and behavioral habits of its users. It's a huge platform with enormous influence that no one can ignore. While the US has constantly claimed that TikTok is a threat to national security, Biden's campaign team has already opened an account on TikTok in February 2024 and released short re-election campaign videos to attract the support of young voters.
Game or commercials?
Game.
Game or halftime show?
Game.
Jason Kelsey or Travis Kelsey?
Mama Kelsey. I understand she makes great chocolate chip cookies.
Deviously plotting to rig the season so the Chiefs would make the Super Bowl, or the Chiefs just being a good football team?
You get in trouble if I told you.
Trump or Biden?
Are you kidding?
Interestingly enough, on the other hand side, now Trump, who initiated the banning of TikTok, now is against this bill and saying that TikTok is less of a danger to the US than Facebook. Facing the current life-threatening situation, ByteDance took a different approach from the cautionary measures they took 4 years ago and chose to fight back proactively.
This bill gives more power to a handful of other social media companies. It will also take billions of dollars out of the pockets of creators and small businesses. It will put more than 300,000 American jobs at risk, and it will take away your TikTok.
On the day of the House Representative vote, TikTok sent a pop-up alert to its platform users, saying, "Let Congress know what TikTok means to you. Encourage them to vote against it." This was a risky gamble. If used well, it could cause American politicians to be careful about discussing the issue of delisting, given that TikTok indeed has a significant influence. According to reports from media outlets like the Washington Post, on that day, the offices on Capitol Hill were flooded by a large number of protest calls from TikTok users. Congressional staff stated that the office of the House of Representatives received hundreds of calls from TikTok users, sometimes more than 20 per minute, with some offices even receiving well over 8,000 calls. However, while this fully demonstrated TikTok's astonishing ability to mobilize, it also confirmed the greatest concern and fear of American politicians. TikTok can be used as a political weapon. Besides TikTok, there are more successful apps that have been made by ByteDance. Another example is CapCut. As the dominant app for shorts, ByteDance developed a whole suite of editing software to edit pictures and videos. As a free software, this all-in-one video editing app is already quite powerful. For example, it can generate videos based on Chinese text. It can automatically generate subtitles and export as SRT. Within the paid version, you have even more advanced functions. Globally, there are more than 200 million monthly users of CapCut. CapCut is closely integrated with TikTok, allowing users to seamlessly edit and upload videos to the platform. This has contributed significantly to its popularity, especially amongst TikTok users. Now, if you think ByteDance only provides consumer products, then you're wrong. As a startup, WeGlopen uses ByteDance feishu, an enterprise collaboration platform. Its English version is called Lark. Here, we use it for document sharing, meeting planning, supplier management, project management, reporting, video conferencing, invoice reporting, etc., etc. So basically, it's a Google Workplace or Microsoft 365 for our team. But the best part, it is free for all the basic functions, including the meeting minutes and real-time translation. So for us as a startup, it is a real bargain. Today, ByteDance is the most valuable unicorn and one of the most influential tech companies in the world. Not only because of TikTok, but because of its aggressive strategy to hire the best talents, building its own ecosystem and testing out ventures at lightning speed. Successful products such as TikTok and CapCut have proven this strategy's effectiveness. However, not all of ByteDance's bets have been successful and some have failed. Around November 2023, ByteDance decided to scale down its gaming business and VR segment, Pico, which was acquired for $1.3 billion. At the same time, they're also betting huge on AI and cloud computing services, but we'll still need to wait a couple of years to see the end results. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment. Think about the last time you used TikTok or any ByteDance platform. What kept you hooked? What was the endless scroll of personalized content? Or perhaps the sheer variety? ByteDance's story is a testament to the power of algorithm, transforming how we consume content. And the secret to their success? It's not just about being at the right place at the right time. It's about relentless innovation and truly understanding their customers. However, the future of TikTok and ByteDance in the US market is still uncertain right now. And I'm sure even in the future, there will be similar situations. What do you think about their final battle? Don't forget to like, share, and comment below your thoughts on ByteDance's journey. Are there other Chinese tech giants you're curious about? Let us know, and we might just deep dive into their world next. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.